You've probably seen them tossed in the corner of a CrossFit gym, used once a month, covered in chalk and shame because everyone is too busy chasing their barbell numbers. Meanwhile, the sandbag is sitting there like a quiet psycho in the room, waiting, watching, ready to break your willpower the second you pick it up. Here's the thing. Barbells are amazing. They're precise, progressive, and the backbone of strength training. They're also predictable. Our barbell is a tamed beast, balanced, uniform, and built to be lifted in clean lines. But that sandbag? It's a wild animal. It shifts, sags, and drags you into the dirt. It doesn't care about your perfect form. It'll expose your weaknesses in ways the barbell never will. So today we're going to be breaking down 7 sandbag exercises that actually outperform barbells when it comes to building real-world, fight-ready, no bullshit strength. Note, I did not say the word functional. I actually hate that word. These are not fun variations or Instagram fluff. These are movements that hit harder, dig deeper, and prepare you for chaos because that's what life and sport usually look like. Controlled chaos. Let's get into it. Exercise 1. Sandbag Shoulders. This is a king of awkward strength. Take a heavy, flopping sandbag, pick it up off the ground, heave it onto one shoulder, drop it, switch sides, repeat until you hate your existence. Why is this better than a clean with a barbell? Simple. Real life doesn't give you evenly distributed weights with neural grips and perfect balance. So when you're wrestling someone, carrying your kid through a crowded fair, or trying to drag a deer carcass out of the woods, none of it feels like a barbell clean. The sandbag shoulder is raw, asymmetrical, and unstable. It trains hip extension like a clean, but also nails your grip, biceps, and rotational core strength. Plus, it can be humbling as hell. This 150-pound sandbag that's fighting against you like a drunk octopus. If you want to go be strong outside of the sterile barbell world, sandbag shouldering will reveal the truth about what you can actually handle. Exercise 2. The bear hug carry. I love this thing. This is primal. Pick up your heaviest bag you can, crush against your chest, and walk until your soul leaves your body. It's brutally simple. That's why I love it. Barbells have farmer carries, which are excellent, but hugging a sandbag is a whole different beast. You don't just grip it. It's your whole upper body wrestling to hold that shifting mass. Your arms squeeze, your chest compresses, your back lights up, and your core braces like you're taking a punch. Why does this outperform barbells? A barbell is rigid. A sandbag moves. That constant shift destroys your stabilizers and forces you to adjust every step. So you're not just building static strength, you're building adaptive strength, the kind that you need in sports, combat, or any time you're dragging heavy, awkward objects in your life, or in my case, every single time I pick up a crying child. So here's what you're going to do. Hug a 200-pound sandbag, walk 50 meters. That's a rite of passage. Exercise 3, the sandbag over the shoulder toss. Here's where it's going to get fun or violent, probably both. The movement is pick up the sandbag, explosively toss it over your shoulder, and let it slam the ground behind you. Then turn around, do it again. It's a ballistic movement. Think clean or snatch, but without the grace or the judges. It's dirty power. Hip extension, grip, traps, and raw aggression all in one. The bag wants to roll out of your hands. It wants to twist your torso. It makes you deal with ugly leverage angles and imperfect grips. Here, you want to hit it like a freight train and throw someone across the map. The sandbag toss builds the kind of explosive, chaotic power that carries over to actual combat sports in contact athletics. Exercise 4, the Zercher squat, but with a sandbag. Squats with a barbell are already brutal. Your arms and core scream with your legs to carry the load. Now replace that with a 100-pound sandbag, and suddenly it's worse. Why? Because unlike a barbell that rests cleanly on your elbows, a sandbag will shift and sag. It's trying to slide out of your grip. Your upper body has to lock down harder. Your abs are braced like you're about to get sucker punched. And your legs, they're not just squatting, they're stabilizing under constant adjustment. So this isn't just a squat, it's a full body war of attrition. A barbell Zercher builds toughness. A sandbag builds toughness in fight readiness. If you can squat a sandbag without dumping it or folding it in half, you're strong in every way that matters. Here's one I've talked about previously, the sandbag getup. And yes, we're stealing it from Turkish getups, because instead of a cute little kettlebell, you're wrangling a giant sloppy sandbag. The drill, lie down with the bag across your chest. Now stand up. Don't care how, just stand up with that thing I still on you. Get back down. Repeat. Why does this outperform a barbell or even a kettlebell? You cannot do this with a barbell without impelling yourself or looking like you're auditioning for a circus act. The sandbag allows for real-world, get the hell off the ground with weight training. The movement is brutally practical. It will build core stability, brute leg drive, and problem-solving strength. Every rep will feel different because the bag will shift slightly one way or the other. It mimics real scenarios like getting up while carrying someone or dragging yourself up with gear in your arms. If you want real-world resilience, the ability to get up off the ground under load, the sandbag get-up is a great test. Exercise 6. We're getting a little bit more advanced now. The sandbag clean to bear hug squat. Two-part fight. First, you clean the sandbag up into a bear hug, then you squat it. Sounds simple, it's not. The clean is messy. The bag flops, you crush it against your chest, your lungs are already begging for mercy. Then you squat and your upper body has to squeeze with everything it has to keep that damn bag in place. So it's not just strength at this point, it's grip, core, upper back, and lungs all conspiring you to ruin your day. So why is this better than barbell clean and squat? Well, as with everything we've talked about, they're predictable. The sandbag clean and squat makes you earn every rep twice. It forces you to produce power explosively and then grind through control and stability under suffocating pressure. This one's a fight simulator. You explode, you hold, you grind. Alright, last one, and it is savage. Strap a rope or handles to a sandbag. Now drag it. For distance, for time, for punishment, your choice. You can do forward drags for quads and lungs, backward drags for hamstrings and glutes, sideways drags for abductors and abs, or just bear crawl and drag the thing until your neighbors start questioning your life choices. Why this thing beats everything else? You can't drag a barbell without destroying your floor and your spine. Sandbags are built to be abused, and the resistance isn't smooth. It catches, snags, and forces constant effort. So you don't just lift, you fight friction and chaos. You want to drag that wounded teammate strength? If you want to feel like that medieval warhorse pulling siege equipment, sandbag drags are your move. Barbells are civilized. They're math, they're precision, numbers you can track and brag about on the internet. Sandbags can be chaos. They're a reality check. They're what happens when strength training leaves the clean lines of the gym and enter a messy, unpredictable world where strength actually can matter. If barbells are about building capacity, sandbags are about testing capability. The lesson here isn't to throw away your barbell. It's about to respect the sandbag as an equal weapon in your arsenal. The barbell builds you strong. The sandbag proves you're strong where it counts. And that's the difference between gym numbers and real-world dominance. So next time you're tempted to flex your barbell PR, remember, the sandbag in the corner doesn't care. Pick it up, carry it, wrestle it, squat it, toss it, and you'll discover real strength, the kind that cannot be faked.